These prestige buildings might shine in your city after you take the collaboration in your fellowship to the highest possible level and reach one of the first places in the round of fellowship adventures. I'm iDavis from the Czech community, and before we jump into this series of tips for the fellowship adventures, be collaborative and subscribe to this channel to stay with the latest news from Elvenar. Before the beginning of any round of fellowship adventures, you should put the heads in your fellowship together and set your primary objective that you want to reach in the upcoming event. Based on how the rewards are distributed and the ways you can participate, we can see two main approaches that you can choose from. You either aim for achieving the top fellowship adventures ranking positions, which is considered to be the heavy approach and will require a lot of cooperation between members, or the casual approach, which only includes collecting the map treasure chests and selection of the easiest paths to reach them. If you decide to make your fellowship shine in the head of the rankings and push your members into an active participation, collecting fellowship adventure ranking points is the number one goal that you should follow. The number of points that you can receive for the number of adventure items spent is the highest in the free adventure maps, compared with the final bottomless pit. Completing all the waypoints and not skipping any of the possible paths within the maps is, in terms of collecting as many ranking points as possible, the best practical approach. Once you reach the bottomless pit, you can keep increasing your score further, but this will become more expensive, as for the same number of items required, you will receive less ranking points in return. If you are more of a casual adventurer, or you simply don't find the required effort for reaching the top positions worth the rewards, you can just collect the so-called minimal rewards, which are the treasure chests at the end of each adventure map. You should, within your fellowship, make a decision about which path you want to take in each of the maps to find the easiest way to reach the rewards. The primary aspect that you should consider when making this decision is what are the types of the items required. Some paths might dispose of more space-consuming tasks, while the other ones might rely less on the required space, but more on active participation in features such as tournament or crafting, for instance. Discussing this with your fellows and finding out whether they are in the middle of a chapter without any free space or not should be the number one step towards this approach. These are the initial steps towards the participation in this event, and now let's take a look at some of the specific adventure items and some strategies that are being used to collect them quickly and in an efficient way. In general, there are more fellowship adventure versions, differing in map layouts and items required, but for the purpose of demonstration, let's take a look at the last one, which started appearing after one of the last updates for this event, where a lot of new items were introduced, and we can assume that this version is going to be used in the upcoming events as well. Fellowship Adventure usually requires a lot of space in your city, especially if you decide to go with a workshop or a manufactory items. Workshop items usually want you to produce the specific products from your workshops, and these do not depend on the total number of supplies produced, just on the number of productions completed. Therefore, you don't need to focus only on the workshops that you have in your current chapter, which actually produce a lot of supplies, but it's much smarter to place a set of new workshops in the city, the workshops at level 1. These will not only consume less space for you, so that you will be able to run more productions simultaneously, but some productions will also run shorter, as for example beverages production takes, in level 1 workshop, only 2 minutes, instead of usual 5. The similar strategy can be applied for manufacturing items. Some of these want you to produce, for example, 24 or 48 hours productions, which are not even possible to produce in manufactories at level 24+, so placing a set of new level 1 manufactories actually becomes a need. What's more, as long as the conditions for specific products are disjunctive, you can actually choose any manufactory to build, where you can make it even more efficient by placing the smallest ones. So either planks or marble manufactories if you play for elves, or marble manufactories for humans. We have several other items that do not want you to produce any goods or products, but instead require participation in different in-game features such as tournaments or Spire of Eternity. For example, the production of elemental marbles, ghost in a bottle, or witch hat items will get really fast if you participate in the parallel running tournament, which offers many relics to collect and encounters to solve. This can get even easier if you build a Time Warp Wanderer, which, thanks to its cooldown reduction between the tournament rounds, makes it much more convenient to focus on good tournament performance and still being able to cooperate with the Fellowship Adventure whenever these items are needed. Creating a stack of enchantments, for which the tournaments are the best source, will also make the production of enchanted tiara much easier. In preparation for combining catalysts, which are needed for druid staff items production, placing a set of moonstone libraries, if you have any, as well as 24/7 production of combining catalysts in Magic Academy will come in handy. Last but not least, there are not many ways you can speed up the collection of Vision Vapor in crafting for collecting arcane residue items. This is where the cooperation between all the members within the Fellowship comes very beneficial. While some other adventure items productions might rely on specific people in the Fellowship, this is where all the fellows should put their hands together and each member should take a part in. To conclude, keep in mind that every time you are collecting productions towards earning adventure items, the progress bar can be exceeded, so make sure to collect the item as soon as it is available to you, to avoid your production being not counted in getting a progress. And with that being said, that's my collection of tips for the Fellowship Adventures, which can help you reaching the rewards that are usually seen in this event, such as the Culture Population Trophy buildings, other expiring buildings for your city, or artifacts from the previous events. Do you agree with this, or is there any other strategy that you keep with during the event? Let the other players know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.